Morning guys, how are we doing? Today we're looking at Phoebe's wheels. I've been toying now for a little while of whether to get some white wall tyres. I don't mean complete white wall tyres, I mean the inserts you can get. They just go underneath the rim. I've had them before on a car I had and they look quite neat. The only problem is with putting them on Phebe is that the wheels are already quite light. They're almost white. I think originally they have them a sort of a yellowy creamy colour. These have obviously been painted a few times. I was just going to paint them up. So what I thought, rather than paint them white or cream or white and then put the inserts on, I'd like to change the colour. And what I thought was, I'll try blue. I'll paint the wheels blue and then put the inserts to the white wall. They might look quite smart. They might not look very nice at all, but you never know until you try. So I've just been around the car and checked. All the tyre tread on these is quite good, as you can see. One thing I have noticed, on the front were 155 per 14s, and on the backs are 145s. You'd think of anything that'd be the other way around, wouldn't you? Slightly wider tyres on the back than on the front, but never mind, it doesn't matter as long as they're the same, I suppose. Let's just check this one. Yeah, for some reason the 145s on the back, 155s at the front. As long as I don't mix them on the axle, I think we'll be alright. They've obviously been on here since I've had the car. Well, it was MOT'd when I bought it, but it no longer needs an MOT, so it's even better. But even though cars of this age don't need an MOT, you obviously have to keep them roadworthy, because if you had an accident and they found the car wasn't roadworthy, you'd be in big trouble. Also for peace of mind. There is plenty of people that own classic cars that know nothing about maintaining them. That's the problem. It's okay if they're going to pay someone to look after them for them, but if they're not, then they can quite easily and quickly get into a state. But I think we're on top of Phebe. We're always having a look round and doing things. I'm going to be having a look at these back brakes pretty soon, so might be a good idea to have a look at them when I do these wheels. Now I've got a nice spare wheel, but also I've got a wheel in my garage which I've had probably from a few years ago. The tyre ain't too bad, so what I'm thinking of doing now is doing an experiment with that with some blue paint, just to see what it looks like. So let's go and clean that up, stick a bit of paint on it. Right, this is the wheel I found up in the garage, which is God knows how long I've had it. I've started to clean it, just going to give it a rub down with a sandpaper. Then we'll stick the paint on and then just see what it looks like before I put it onto the car. I'll try it on the car, run it. Then I'll take each wheel off the car and paint it, if that's what I'm going to do, if that's what I like. But the best way to do this is, like I say, if I clean this one up, paint it up, stick it on the car and have a look. But I do think if I put the white wall inserts on, the wheels don't want to be white. I don't think that'd look so nice, but we will see. Right, I'll continue to clean this up. Right, I finished giving them a rub down with a bit of paper, and I've just wiped over with a cloth with some solvent on, just to get all the dust off. Right, this is going to be done on a budget, obviously. I don't want to spend a load of money, so I'm going to stick on some cheap paint. I haven't done the centre here because I've got hubcaps. There's no point in me going past here really. I could do, but I don't see any point. So now I need some nice cheap bluish paint. So we'll go have a look and see if I can find some. I'll be back. Look at this, guys. Oxford Blue High Performance. Guess where I got this from? Yep, Poundland. Yep, £1. So we'll stick some of this on, see what it looks like. It says it's for wood and metal, so wheels are metal. That'll do fine. Just need to find a paintbrush. We'll stick that paint on and see what it looks like. It's not going to be the same colour as the car, but I don't think that matters. It's just need to change the colour of this, like I say, for the inserts. I've had a look online and you can get them between 40 and 50 quid. So I'll get some of them ordered and we'll crack on. Right guys, we'll give it the first coat. Yeah, it's not brilliant, but hey, and I think that looks more like purple than blue, but we'll give it a chance to dry and I'll give it another coat. I think the paintbrush was a bit rubbish, but see all the brush marks and stuff, but that's a wheel, who cares, eh? From here that'll look okay. Some people might say, oh, you shouldn't paint the wheels that colour, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. At the end of the day, I always say, including things I do to motorbikes and cars, that's my car, I can do what I like, and I hope you guys do what you want with your car without worrying about what other people might think. It's yours, do what you want. The main thing, guys, is that the person who owns it is pleased with it. Don't matter about anyone else. Right, we'll let that dry and we'll get another coat of paint on it. I'll just give them another coat. We'll see how they dry up. It's still looking a bit purple to me, but you never know. They might darken up as they dry. Well, I placed it near the back wheel. That doesn't look too bad, but it's in the shade there. Let's put it around the other side in the sun. Definitely looks a bit more purpley there, doesn't it? But I think time I get the hubcap on and the white wall insert onto it, I think that's going to look alright. Right, so the paint's completely dry now on this wheel. This is kind of like my test wheel, don't forget, the one I've had in my shed for a while. And the way they fit on is they actually tuck under the bead, so when you inflate the tyre it crosses it against the inner rim and keeps it in place. So you have to break the bead on the tyre to get it on. I won't show you how hard this was going to be. I've just done this one. I'll show you when I do another one how I did it, but I just used a tyre lever with some soapy water around it, let it soak in for a little bit, pushed it all down. I put it on the floor and pushed it down with my feet, loosened it a bit, then just got a tyre lever in and went round it a couple of times, and then suddenly it just pops and it's off. So now just got to wait for the white wall inserts to come. I've had an email, they should arrive tomorrow. I believe they're coming from somewhere like Italy, so they ain't done bad, only about 3 or 4 days. So if they come tomorrow, we'll chuck one on here and I'm going to put it on the car and decide whether I like this purpley blue. If not, I'll get some creamy paint and redo the other wheels. But I think with having a darker wheel, that'll make it look better, sort of stand out. I've noticed some people actually paint the wheels red, but I didn't want to go down that route. It's kind of like the hot rod style wheels, people do them the red, usually put some wider wheels on or whatever. I did have a couple of wider wheels somewhere, but I just remembered I used them for another project. I actually used the rims as a pity, because if I'd have kept them I'd have put them back on this car, but hey ho, never mind. There's nothing wrong with these are quite wide enough for little old Phebe. So like I say, tomorrow hopefully the inserts will come. We'll chuck them on, put some air in the tyre, check it holds the air, and then we'll put it on the car and see what it looks like. Obviously once you get the hubcap on as well, it's going to make a difference. Well, there we go, just chucked the first one on. You can see they're just nipped to the tyre. I'll leave it overnight to make sure that keep up pressure, and if it does I'll put it on the car and I'll do one of the others. But I'll put it on first and run it and just see whether I like it. Right then guys, so there's the first one on the car. It's like a trial experiment to see whether I like it. To be honest, I quite like it already. Obviously from here the wheels don't look very purple, but we'll see in a bit. I'll move the car up into the sunshine. I left this pumped up last night on the bench just to make sure it didn't go down, because before when I had these on a car, tyres used to go down. I didn't put them on though, they were already on there. Got it on as best as I can. When I put the other ones on, I'll show you how I'm doing it and I'll let you know how I get on with them. But like I say, this one is basically just to get a look how I think it's going to be, whether I think it suits the car. Just make Phebe a bit different, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I'm liking it. Right, I'm going to go park it in the sun and have a look. So I've moved it up into the light. It's still looking quite dark, isn't it? Obviously the sun is on the other side really, but that'll move around later. I'm going to run it about maybe for a day or two, see how I get on with it. But I really do think I quite like it. So I'll probably make a start on cleaning up the other one and painting that and getting that on. I'll do a video when I put the others on and I'll show you how I did it. But for now, I think this will be it. Thanks for watching guys. Let me know what you think. You think it gives Phebe a different look? I do. I quite like it.